Okay, I've been napping obsidian all day, but I've saved the largest nodule that I recently got for the video, for a video today, and this is Dacite. Yeah. So, let's see if I can get a good view of this. What is the measurement? And yeah, I'm going to try to get a biface out of it, but I'm also going to get some flakes. Let's see. Okay, it's about 9. Typically, you can get a 9-inch piece pretty easily into a large flat rate box. Well, this is 8, but the perspective is off because of the camera. The lens can't capture it very well. Let's try it this way. You can see it's 9 this way. If you zoom in, you can zoom in. Put your fingers on the screen, zoom in. That's 9. Okay. Alrighty. Can I get a 9-inch long biface out of it? Well, we're gonna see. Probably not. I'm going to start knocking off flakes, and I'm going to do this freehand. This is almost too big to be manageable to do it the way I normally nap. Sometimes when there's a chunk this big, I put it on the floor and nap it down there. But this is obsidian, so it's going to go pretty quick. It's not that difficult to nap. Just some very crisp strikes will take off material very quickly. I have to make sure I don't make too many of these mistakes. You know, that was a mistake because I hit it and I installed an incipient crack. I think I installed it. Anyway, there's some natural defects. Hopefully not many. And I got to make sure I don't install these incipient cracks everywhere. Okay. So how do I know it's a dacite? Because it's not clear, it's opaque. There's no clearness around the edges. Only when you get to the very, very thin state do you see translucency. But the archaeologists and the mineralogists, they don't call this dacite. It's a variety of obsidian. Just in case you don't know, it's just obsidian to them. To nappers, we like to make a difference or differentiate it because it naps differently. All these obsidians nap differently. Dropping everything. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put my gaiters on, and I'm already getting flakes inside my shoes. Hold on. Dang it. I got everything else ready for this video except the gaiters. Okay. What are gaiters? You're going to see. Yes, you're going to see. And if you want to know where I got these, a friend of mine made them. I'll put his name in a comment. Just ask me, who was it that made these gaiters? Yeah, if you want to know. See, they got Velcro. They go over my shoe because I don't wear boots, and I don't have any other method of preventing these flakes from getting inside my shoes. So these come in handy. Now, I don't wear them for chert, but I do wear them for some of the heat treats and all of the obsidians. Yeah. The obsidian flakes are like this. They can get you. Yeah. All right. Yeah, chert and flint do make flakes like that too, but they're not as bad. They're not as sharp. Okay. All right. Do I need a towel? I should probably use one so I can put this on my leg. Hold on. I have to admit that using a towel on my leg does help make it easier until I can get it manageable. Alright, so let's change position here. When am I gonna start napping? I don't know. When all you goobers have left, just leave so I can show the serious people what's going on. Okay? Everybody else can leave. If you're worried that I'm not napping yet, just go. See you later. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Does this help to support the flakes? You tell me. I get the same flakes whether I support it or not. You know. So, you tell me. Can I get flakes like this without having a towel underneath? Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. I'm saving that big flake. I'm going to put it in a box to sell. Okay, so who gave me this? Who sent it? I want to make sure. Yeah, Brian. Brian Olsen sent this to me. It's got some nice stuff going on in there. Although it might be a little bit layery. Some of this obsidian I found, I mean, I kind of knew this, but it's becoming more apparent to me now. The more obsidian that I nap, the more it's becoming apparent that it has layers in it that affect the flint napping. So it actually has a grain to it. What you would typically call grain, which means it naps good in one direction but not in another direction. But I don't typically see the grain, quote unquote grain, with chert or flint. But the obsidians, I'm seeing it. And some of this stuff that's got bands in it also has grain. So in one way it'll nap well, in a different way it will not nap well. For different directions, I mean. Some directions you can get nice, big, long, narrow flakes. And in other directions you just get a bunch of crumbly stuff. Okay? Yeah, I'm noticing it more and more. Some of this stuff is going to be cool for little bitty arrowheads. I'm going to be making a lot of little bitty arrowheads. Yeah. So I'm saving this stuff. Yes. Now see, this is snappish. It is snappish and halfish. Yeah. It could also be snap like that because of the defects on the surface. The original surface of the nodule. But I can already tell it's going to snap in half on me if I'm not careful. Yeah. So just be aware. Yeah. So what am I doing right now? I'm trying to set it up to remove big flakes. I got to remove this whole side here because the length is going to be from there to there. This is where the length is. So I remove everything that's not going to be a maximized biface. So as I'm removing extra mass on this side, I'm going to be trying for large flakes. Large, wide, flat flakes. The kind that people like to nap. Yeah. Not these little crud flakes like this. Not too many of these, okay? I say crud flakes. I should say debitage. It's much nicer to say debitage. It's a French word. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I don't want too much of the small debitage. It's more fun if people can share. If I can share with people the flakes that are good and nice. Okay. Uh-oh. Here we go. If it crunches too much, I can't get it set up for the next strike. Oh, that doesn't look too good. Not that great. All right, ready? Yeah, these are breaking up, but it's okay. It's all right. I don't care. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, the weather was nice today. There's no space heater in the background, although the temperature is dropping like a rock. This has been nice. So it's just me, the Obsidian, and the bopper sounds. Wait, I'm looking at that for a reason. Yeah, I'm gonna put that with a nice big flake so I can put them in a box. Let you guys bid on it. Is that a good one for the bidding? I think it is. All right, so let's see. What else is there? Well, there's a lot here. There's a lot to work with, but there's also a lot to be wary of. Ooh, that's nice. I like it very much. Yeah, all right. I scooped it a little bit too much, but it's okay, because I'm going to lose that anyway. Get rid of some of this delicate edge so I can strike it the other direction and try to remove some of that cortex or the original surface. It's not really cortex on Obsidian, it's just patina in this case. I need to get rid of that island in the middle. I thought that was going to do it, but it stopped. Why did it stop? Because it has some defects. It's got some weird inconsistencies, so the flakes are not strong enough to do what I want. Anyway, we'll get there eventually. We'll get to the point where I can skin off some nice flakes. Yeah, that's a good one. Some people, this is their favorite part. Maximizing it for the biface. Yeah. I gotta admit, the copper bopper makes it so easy, relatively speaking. If you're new, this is a nightmare, but if you're not new, you're an experienced napper, this becomes the best part. After many years. Slowly becomes the best part, the bifacing. Some of you new guys say, no. I like the bifacing right away as soon as I put copper to stone. Yeah. I recognize it right away. What you talking about? All right, so some of you guys understand it right away, but with me, no. Bifacing, it was a nightmare. I didn't like this part because I could never get these kinds of flakes. Nope. I was always getting little crud flakes. Excuse me, a debitage. Yeah. I was always getting just plain old debitage. Oh yeah, there was one thing that came up. I need to nap some triangular spalls. Yeah, I just threw away one recently. So I wasn't going to nap it because there are a royal pain. But then somebody mentioned, there's no one doing triangular spalls that are really, really a pain in the butt. I said, yeah, that's right. I didn't say, yeah, that's right. But in my mind, I was saying, yeah, that's right. So I need to find some big, thick triangular spalls and start napping them. I know I've done it before on video, but I just haven't dedicated a video strictly to triangular spall. What's a triangular spall? They're kind of like this, where the cross section is triangular. It's got a big, thick ridge on one side and flat on the other side, or relatively flat. These are a pain to nap, but I can do a video napping nothing but bunches of these. Yeah. I normally toss them out if they're poor quality chert or flint, But I'm going to start saving them so that I can do like a bunch of videos on it. Yeah. That way no one can say, there's no videos on knapping the triangulars. Yeah. Some of you might ask, what accent is that? Where is that from anyway? Don't worry. If you don't know, don't worry about it. If you do know, you'll laugh because, you know, I try to get it just right. Yeah, a lot of my relatives speak that way. Okay, that's where I get it from. Some of my relatives. Okay, so don't think that I'm picking on people in particular. No, some of my relatives speak that way. All right, ready? Okay, what's going on? There it goes. And yes, I love my relatives, okay? Don't worry about it. No worries. All right, so here we go. We're going to be trying to get some serious thinning flakes going now. Now I'm going to divide these segments into like 15 to 20 minute segments. All right, so this is the first part. I'm going to try to divide this into 15-minute segments, okay? So that way it doesn't take forever to upload. It drives me nuts. They're uploading it like 4 hours of video. So I'll stop here and then we'll continue on the next segment, okay? All right.